Okay, so you guys can't see her or hear her, but Jenny is here with us today. It's been a while as I am making this recording. It is the 25th of August of 2026. It has been 3 weeks since my last scheduled video, and I feel like I owe everyone an explanation on what exactly happened, where I've been, what's the future, like for everything. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been almost like 6 weeks, I think now, and shit's been fucking haywire. Like, I wish I was joking. Like, I got my surgery done on the 20th of, I think, July, if I'm correct. Yeah, I think July. And now it's the 24th, and it's so much shit's been going down. Like, I had surgery. Like, hold on, like, are you okay like, saying this, like, about your sister? So what happened with your sisters, Jenny?
Hmm?
Are you okay with me, like, explaining what happened to your sisters as, like, one of the things that happened while we were gone?
I guess.
Okay, thank you, I love you.
I mean, you're not really supposed to say this. I mean, well, not to family, I guess,
Like,
because it's supposed to be a secret. But
they don't even know I exist. They don't even know this channel exists. Well,
yeah,
they know I exist. They know, like, personally I exist. They know that I'm trans. They know, like, you admitted, like, hey, I'm dating this weird ass fucker, but they don't know I have this channel, and I like to keep it that way. I'm too autistic here.
okay. Well, I didn't call you weird as fucker. They know
I
you're
know.
autistic, but
Yeah, like, they know I exist. They just don't know about this channel, and I would like to keep it that way.
yeah. But anyways, so
Like, do you want me to explain? Because it's a little awkward.
No, not really. I mean, it's not. It's pretty.
It's natural. It's natural. It's just a little, like, awkward to explain to some people.
So, I have two. Well, I have a lot of sisters.
Yes.
I have four.
Yeah. Like, in the family, you got the two oldest, you're in the middle, and then you got the youngest, I think. If I'm correct.
Yeah, I'm in the middle.
Yeah, we're both middle children.
Yeah.
Because, like, you got your older sisters and your younger sister. I got my older sister and my step sibling.
Yeah, well, one of them is my stepsister, but still counts technically.
Yeah, I'm the middle child because I got a stepbrother and possibly future's, like, younger step sibling if my dad decides to marry his girlfriend. Which, meh. That's my reaction to if they do get married. Just meh. They're adults.
So yeah. I'm the only male that's been born in my family. Well, not my family, but like my
in your household.
Yes. But the others are girls. One boy, one girl. I was about to say I'm the only boy in the household, but I was like, wait, no, then there's my dad. But I mean, like, born.
It's like, yeah, like, you were, like, the only, like, child born there.
But minus my dad, then yes, I'm the only.
Even though you are a non-binary demi girl, like, I say you were technically born the way you want. You were technically, like, born in some ways a girl. You were just born with the stuff that you have. I don't want to fucking get into that.
But anyways, so so my older sisters, one adoptive, they are both pregnant.
Yeah.
And at first it was my biological sister that told me.
Yeah.
And I was a bit shocked at first, because then I'm like, wait, I'm gonna be an uncle, and I'm like, wait, what?
Technically aunt, or aunt, or auntie, whatever, which way you say it.
What is the other word? What's the word for
I saw, like, when we did research, I saw
like
one of them. Yeah, I saw, like, there was, like, different. No, that's the name of my great grandmother. I saw one thing for, like, a gender neutral term for people who are like aunts and uncles, they do not prefer that, and they prefer to go to more gender neutral term. Apparently, one of the names was Nini, so I guess technically you're either an aunt / Nini, depending on how you want to be, depending how you want to identify that.
I guess, which I'm fine with, but
yeah,
and so I was a bit surprised.
We both were. Like, when I heard that, I was like, wait a minute, which sister is it?
Like,
and you're like, yeah, like, I remember when you told me that, I was like, wait a minute, which one is it? And you're like, oh, it's one of the older ones. And I was like, okay, all right.
I like, blacked out for a second. My brain broke, literally.
Yeah, my brain was just like, oh, and then I realized, like, wait a minute, which one is it?
And then, like, a week later, I get a call from her again, and she tells me that my not biological adoptive sister also is pregnant.
Yay!
And my brain broke again.
Like, I'm gonna say this for, like, someone who became technically an uncle at, like, 12, because my older cousins, they're in their 20s to 30s now. They had a daughter when we were much younger, like, when I was 12, and she's, like, 4 now. Like, I don't remember how old she is. I think she's around 4. I don't know. But, like, I'm just gonna say this. You're lucky you became a Nini / aunt at the age you did, because then you could actually try and have a connection with that kid. I barely have a connection with my niece, and the last time I saw her was literally to attend a funeral thing, and she looked at me like I was, like, some sort of demon. She looked very confused who I was. Yeah, plus, I'm gonna say this, like, if you are also gonna have kids, if your sisters or, like, brothers also have kids around, like, the same time, I'm just gonna say this, sometimes it's, like, the best course of action to do that, because, like, I had, like, you know, my older sisters and my older cousins, and I only got along with my younger cousin, because, like, you know, we were in the same age range and liked the same stuff. But not all of my cousins I got along with who were in the same age range as me. Oh my god. But yeah, that's happening on Jenny's side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you, Jenny. I love you.
I love you.
So now that you know that, as you can tell, a lot of shit's been going down. But what happened to me, like, the whole thing about the whole reason I went on hiatus was because I needed surgery. And before people start freaking, like, oh, you just got surgery, it's like, it's probably not that bad. Like, you don't have to go on hiatus for that. Here's the thing, this surgery, I actually, because people hear that I got surgery done on my chest, and they're like, oh, maybe just something cosmetic, and it kind of was. It was known as, I did see some people classify the surgery as plastic surgery, and I will say this, I definitely could not do jack shit when I was doing this surgery, because what happened was, like, I couldn't do anything. My chest hurt. I needed T3s to, like, do anything. I actually had tubes coming out of me to drain stuff. I had bulbs and tubes. And when we don't have those anymore, I actually have the measuring cup still on my bedside table. I have the cups where I had to measure shit. So now hearing all that, what surgery did I get that caused me to go on hiatus? Well, we need a bit of context for that. You can skip the context. I'll leave a timestamp on the screen if you want to skip the context. But I am very open that I am trans. I am very open about that. And one thing that happened is that in my province, you are allowed to get surgery if you were over 16 for top surgery, as long as you and your parent both can consent. And when you hit 18, you only have to give consent, but it's only top surgery that you're allowed to get at 16 to 17 with consent. Bottom surgery, because it's much more invasive, it's very, very different, like, it's more an invasive surgery, and it's very life-changing. You have to get it at 18, there's no way around it. So I started talking to a doctor, I went on a waiting list after I, like, started doing HRT, we waited a few months, I went on a waiting list at 16 to talk about the surgery. I had to wait until I was 17 to finally talk to a doctor about the surgery, and then after a few months, I was able to get my surgery. But while we were waiting for that surgery, I almost actually, because I needed to get a surgical binder, I actually almost didn't get it paid for, because I was born in Alberta, and Alberta's rules are much different than my province's rules, so Jenny's also going to hear me say this, my binder almost didn't get covered, because we have to follow Alberta's Blue Cross rules, which, if you don't know what Blue Cross is an insurance thing. So my binder was almost not even covered with my insurance if I didn't get the surgery when I had it, because I was warned by a nurse that they may have just completely thrown out my case if I tried to get the binder done at my age. Like, if I tried to get it done at 16, they could have just ignored it or thrown out the paperwork to get it done altogether. If it wasn't for me being my birthday coming up for, like, to be the legal age of an adult here, if my birthday wasn't coming up and I got a requisition from a nurse saying, like, hey, this person's about to be an adult soon, we say you have to cover this, especially since the government says you technically have to cover this as well. I thankfully got it eventually covered, and my surgery got covered from the Canadian government because I have I had an official gender dysphoria diagnosis, and on July 20th, I had top surgery done. Or more specifically, masculine topical surgery. I had that done. And it was very scary because I was told that based on my chest size, I could either go what's known as keyhole, where the tubes come out of the front, because there's no way to not add the tubes. You have to have the tubes. You can either get it down the front, or I could do the more common and get double incision, which means the tubes would be going through my side, like behind me. They'd be inside me, going through me, and then coming out my sides. And in the end, I chose double incision, which I was warned that I would have to get an additional surgery for that. Which is where the cosmetic surgery came in, because they warned me, like, hey, you may not have enough skin to fully stretch. Like, for people were wondering what's the difference between keyhole and double incision, like, why did you have the option to get both, when, like, someone else can't? It's because it depends on the amount of skin and tissue you have. I had enough that with an additional surgery, I could have double incision, and that's what I got. If my chest was smaller, I would be forced to get keyhole, and if it was bigger, I would just have to go double incision because I would have enough skin for that. And in the end, I didn't have the full amount of skin for double incision, so this is a bit gross. My nips had to be reattached. They had to be reattached to my body, and because, like, I will admit, it was an option to get them removed altogether, but I kept them. I have them. I still have them. It's gross, I get it, but they're still there. And at this point in time, I've been slowly recovering. I'm going through the process of recovering. I've actually been thinking of a lot of video ideas, like, because I'm gonna admit it, I love making horror content on this channel. I love it. But after Pumpkin Eater, I'm not gonna lie, I did get a bit traumatized, and I do need some time to, like, play some more cutesy stuff, which, actually reminds me, I actually almost fucked up. Like, I'm gonna bring you guys a bit closer. Hopefully, I didn't fuck up my audio for this video. But, like, I will admit it, like, around a few weeks, maybe 2 to 3 weeks after healing, maybe even it had to be 2 to 3 weeks, because last time I saw my nurse, the doctor, it was only 4 weeks. I actually tried to record a video that was a simple game, and it was Jazzpunk, because I saw that they re-released it as the director's cut. And I was like, oh, I've seen so many people play Jazzpunk, and now I want to play Jazzpunk. See what was done. And I didn't even realize my audio was fucked. So if you guys have been around with me for so long, remember when you couldn't even fucking hear me in content? That's what the first episode of Jazzpunk sounds like, and I am so sorry it does. I don't know what I did. I think I may have fucked up the sensitivity on my microphone to cause the audio to be that janked that you couldn't hear me. But don't worry, every other future content, I will make sure to do a test run to make sure the audio is fixed. And I'm so sorry the audio is fucked up that one time. I will also admit this, I also am debating on making a more sensitive video about someone I used to date, and before people freak out and be like, oh, why would you do that, and blah, 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 blah. It's because, I started learning that a lot of people around my age, I thought, like, because, I didn't know. I thought I was the only person that went through this type of situation at my young age, because I hear, like, adults go through this shit. It's like, oh, you went through a toxic relationship, only adults go through that. But no. Teenagers go through that. Teenagers date awful people who are older, younger, or in their age range. And then I saw nobody talk about, like, their experience with that. So I thought when I'm ready, because I got Jenny's permission for this, because she had to deal with this guy too, I wanted to talk about him when I am ready. Because I get it, my channel is mostly, weird ass shit. My content is mostly me playing or reacting to horror content and, like, some cute stuff here and there. But then a lot of the time, I feel like we should also have those more serious discussions, even if it's not really my channel stuff. Like, even though it's not really my type of content, I don't make a lot of serious content, and if I do, I don't try to, because I want my channel to be goofy a lot. I feel like, because, we're all growing up, there's gonna be times where we need those, like, very important, like, topics about stuff that is serious, and that's what I want to get into. Until then, I have 2 episodes of Jazz Punk episodes on the way. I am debating about doing reaction content for a little bit, because, I'm still healing. Still, I barely hit I'm barely at 6 weeks. I think in a few days I'll be at 6 weeks. I don't remember. But I hope to see you all soon when I am ready. So, peace out, everybody. See you soon, Skull Wolves. Bye!